Welcome to another edition of Author Ejamie Watches, a somewhat weekly show where I react to television shows and or movies and hopefully entertain y'all. For this week, we are back with the TV show Outlander. We are watching season 6, episode 2. And so far, YouTube has been kind and has not been giving me any, well, not necessarily not been giving me any grief after I had to edit the episode down twice. So there was like the first edit, and then YouTube was like, nah. And so I had to go back and edit it down a little bit more. So, yeah, the heavily edited YouTube version is now available on, of episode 1 is now available on my reaction channel, which the way that we do things here is first we have the little preview clip on my regular channel, which will give you the link to where you can watch the episode on my reaction channel, because we don't have enough subscribers yet over there for it to get its own URL yet. So when you watch it on my reaction channel, if you could please like and subscribe, that could help us out a lot. But the way we do it here is first we do the little preview clip with a link to the episode where you can watch the YouTube reaction, and now where you can watch the full unedited reaction on Patreon. So season 6 episode 1 is available unedited, full, complete on Patreon at patreon.com/authorejamiewatches. Link will be in the description there. When episode 1 is up so far, when you can watch episode 2, that one will be up as well. Thank you so far to my Patreons, Fatima and Dorian, who is a new Patreon. Thank you so very much. Hopefully you will continue to enjoy my reactions to Outlander and my Hershey's Chocolate Kisses reaction. That's a Turkish drama. That is not the name of the show. I can't pronounce the name of the show because I'm an ignorant Canadian girl. And we are also doing full Patreon reactions to Supernatural. And Lost is coming as well. Supernatural, we will start doing reactions for that. We started on Patreon with season 12. And Lost, we will be starting with season 4. Here in the Outlanderverse, we did reactions for season 5 on YouTube, and we are starting Patreon season reactions with season 6. All to say that we don't have the earlier seasons because I didn't know reactions were a thing. I didn't know reactions were a thing until I started watching Game of Thrones reactions. So that's sort of where we are. In the last episode, Fergus was getting drunk, Claire was getting high, and the Christies came and they don't bake good cookies. I am a book reader as well as a show watcher. Now, I try and not spoil things in general, mostly because I know with Outlander it's a little different, because I know that there are people who haven't read the books who are enjoying the show, and that is perfectly fine. Stop telling people who watch the show that they need to read the books. It'd be great if they did. If they want to read the books, then the books are there. But they don't have to read the books to enjoy the show. Stop that elitist crap. Knock it off. It's very off-putting. Now, I have read the books, with the exception of Bees. I have not read that one yet. I haven't gotten it yet. I will be getting it soon. So I know some of what is happening. I know the Christies. I know you learned in episode 1, Mr. Christie was not a good man. He was not a good guy. He was a douche nozzle. And I have certain thoughts and attitudes towards the other characters simply because I know what's coming. And I can't help my feelings towards those characters. Even though y'all who just watched the show have not seen these characters do things. So I will try and not spoil bookish things that I know, but I might say stuff like, oh, this is different than the book, or they did this better in the book, or the show did it better, because that has happened. Book purists, shut the fuck up. There have been moments that the show got better than the book. There is also a certain thing that's happening with Marcelly and the new baby. The baby that she is going to be having. That I did not enjoy in the book, but we'll see what happens with the show. But yeah. So, Ejamie is between a rock and a hard place. So, rock, hard place, Ejamie. Because he is now agreeing to be the Indian agent for the crown, just so Rapey Brown's brother doesn't do it, because Rapey Brown's brother is, from what we've seen, as big a douche nozzle as his brother was, without the rapey that we know of. And yeah, it would not be. He seems like a piece of shit racist bigot. Racist bigot? Is that the same thing? And Ejamie is definitely like, I do not want this guy in charge of dealing with the Indians, and because he will likely want to kill them all. As we've seen in his little attitude towards our young Ian, who must be protected at all costs. So, that is sort of where we are right now. Let's get into the episode. Very, very excited. And again, I'm trying to. The show already is on like episode 5. Episode 5 aired, I think, this past Sunday. So that's sort of where they are. So I'm like a little behind on that because the Evil Day Job. With I'm in the final fury of like the book that I'm writing, and hope the 4th book in my Blood Vows series that I'm writing, hoping to get that out soon. So there's my writing the book, there's the Evil Day Job, there's other reactions there that I'm doing, there's other vlogs I'm doing. So I'm a little bit behind on, a few episodes behind on Outlander, and I'm trying not to spoil myself for things, and like trying to like scroll like really fast whenever I see anything Outlander related. But again, I could either stay off the internet, which as an author is not possible because the internet is my part of my job, or I could accept that I'm going to be spoiled for some things. Personal responsibility. That's on me. So let's not slam people for sharing things about the episode and enjoying things about the episode that you have not seen yet. They are not your mother. It's up to you if you don't want to be spoiled. So that's sort of my attitude on it. So let's get into now the episode. Boy, season 6. Episode 2. Here we go. and young Ian. Are we visiting the Mohawk?
We want more guns. Who doesn't have?
Who does?
Who indeed?
I like you, Bear Killer. You're a funny man.
Well, everybody does.
Maybe.
Producer Sam Hewen. Producer Katina Val. Oh, I miss doing that. I did it for like every intro of season 5. Because it made me so happy. Allegiance. Edzo! Oh, I miss the little kitty. Oh, the British uniform. I want to pee on it. Oh, is this the church that Christie's building? Ooh.
Does it hurt? Well, I shouldn't think so.
Decided that I shall leave this hand as it is.
Why?
If this infirmity be God's will, then so be it.
It's God's will that your goat should injure her leg. If so, then you should have left her to die, instead of having me mend it. Do you think God regards you as less deserving than your goat? No, I shouldn't think
And
so.
God put you in the path of where there's a doctor.
For sparrows.
Indeed.
Clearly, St. Paul also met a woman he couldn't out-argue. No, better to put a stopper on the entire sex than to win your point fairly.
The devil finds work for idle hands, Malva. Be off with you.
What was that line in the book in the first episode?
You're
You can shut up and so can St. Paul. Something like that.
Yes. You're afraid that I will hurt you.
Thank you. But I've much to do today.
Oh, Clara. You tried. God save me from stubborn men.
Yesterday we were saying how remarkable it is that you're a physician, you being a lady. Weren't we, Alan?
Yes. We were. Particularly when others might accuse such a woman of witchcraft and the like.
Well, been there.
If I should need to sharpen my broomstick on my surgeon's knife.
Been there, done that.
I'll come to you first.
He doesn't take the slightest bit of interest in the subject of healing. As I'm eager to learn.
If you'd like to accompany me in the morning, my daughter Martha is a child and I'm going to examine her. You might find it interesting.
Malva.
My
has duties to
daughter.
attend to.
Oh!
Or
Goodbye.
perhaps another time.
Oh, we're doing this. Oh, this was in the books. Oh my. Wait, what? Wait, Claire's not here.
What is the job for?
Well,
Two of them, Uncle.
Hmm?
The other one's waiting her turn. Two of them. What do they think I am? Christ!
oh, I know.
What do they think of him? Again, you're the king's agent. Suppose they think it's an honor and a privilege. Madam, cease. The two of you, you are very beautiful, but I cannot lie with you.
Why then, huh?
She says she wants to know why not. Tell them I have an oath over me. Or I swore I've sworn fidelity to my wife. God, they didn't seem to care so much. Oh, well, give me an excuse.
Ian's such a being a little shit.
them that the Creator came to you in a dream and instructed you that you mustn't lie with a woman until you brought guns to Chief Party. I did till I what? Best I can think of in a hurry, Uncle.
Oh, ja. Osta di kantia. Asha no ya ligo de neot ligigage usti gange shaisti.
One of the lasses, Phil. She's disappointed because you have a very nice and the other, she's a little more philosophical. She says she might have borne you children, but they might have had red hair. I think.
What's wrong with red hair?
I gather it is like something you want your bairn to be marked with, if you can help it.
There's no danger of that happening now, is there?
Thank you.
Wado.
Young Ian enjoyed that. What's wrong with the red hair?
You'd be advised to stifle your greed.
I'm so glad they did that scene. Oh, Jermaine.
What are they doing out there?
Baby number
One day
12.
it's highway robbers, the next it's sailors, or worse, pirates. Now, anywhere from 60 to 70, even up to 100 beats in a minute is quite a lot.
Oh, quiet, Ejamie, or I will smack your bottom so you'll not sit at the saddle.
Oh, poor Marcelly.
How about
She's having it rough.
taking the children outside again for a
Damn it, Fergus!
Come, children.
I'm at my wit's end with it. Where's Fergus? Shouldn't he be helping me?
Probably off getting drunk.
Oh, aye, believe me. Fergus is their first mate. Is everything all right between the two of you?
Not so much.
I've noticed some more bruising. No, I failed. Though, chasing after Ejamie, of course.
Girl, bye. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, God! That startled me. Never mind her. Oh, Lord. Oh, here she go again. Nope. I want out. I want out of this day.
If I do give them guns, they'll likely fight with a crown.
So they lose either way. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. I know one thing. Richard Brown would have made a terrible Indian agent.
Damn right. Goodness.
For you, I know that you'll do the right thing.
Sure.
Uncle,
As soon as he
we
fixes.
got him coming.
So it's the Navy.
And sure, he'll do the right thing. As soon as he figures out what the hell that is.
But, as I was going to say, in speaking with it seems they are undecided as to what they want.
What do you think they want?
It's more a question of what they don't want. Settlers crossing the western boundary.
Well, they did sound undecided to me.
Expectation the crown will
Or undecided to young Ian over there.
aggressive stance.
But are you suggesting
It's just
they're
like,
soldiers?
I am
Not soldiers.
judging you.
Forgive me, Uncle. But they didn't say what they wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Are you a cat, Tom?
Yeah, we had hiding somewhere hereabouts.
The plight of the Indian
Oh, was it his jacket that Adza was sitting on?
Wretched creatures.
Oh,
No, lad. She's dead. That's for the senator.
I remember hearing about that in the Heath Ledger movie. R.I.P. Heath Ledger. The Order. Great movie.
Let us pray.
Crazy pants.
O God, our Heavenly Father, who art leading us through the changes of time to the rest and blessedness of eternity.
Oh, that's right.
Comfort and because
There's lots of book bits in this episode.
in thy sight, and that they live evermore with thee, and that thy mercy endureth forever.
no. Look.
Roger. It'll make us so comfortable.
Christ defend us.
Stay back. Some air.
That sort of a funeral as this. Why, I wouldn't call me. She was skimpland. You laid me out in a barn, and nothing but a crust of bread and a drop of wine for the senator. And where's my good brooch? I said I wanted to be buried, but
Stole it for your own lady. Stole it.
Have I not given you a home these past 20 years?
Bed and clothes.
It's like, oh, Roger's like, oh, my first damn funeral. It's not going well at all.
Enough. I'll not have this. It's not fitting, and I'll not have it. Mrs. Wilson, do you not know that you stand before God?
as do you.
Aye, but I'm afraid you're closer. Conditions temporary. You are still bound for eternity. It's best you try to compose your soul.
You're not dead.
What of it?
Nothing gets past you, huh?
Oh, my son-in-law pay you to heap my sins. You did pay him, Hiram.
I'm not going to pay him a 40th tenant job. What sort of way is that to be carrying on? I brought the money.
You've been a good lad. I am not afraid.
Sure, I've already done it once. Like Ross from Friends. Now she's passed. Roger, worst funeral ever.
He's asked if I might preach the sermon on Sunday. As a layman,
He did? Why doesn't Tom do it?
Tom's not a preacher.
Neither are you.
It's just temporary. Maybe the Reverend's up there watching me. Proud. If there's any preaching to be done, I'd rather you do it than Tom Christie.
Facts.
Stir up trouble with his beliefs.
Breach. Breach, Jamie.
I'm happy to fill in.
I was asked to never darken the doors of the church again.
What?
Apparently, due to Mrs. Wilson's rising from the dead, some of the new settlers think that I am a witch.
Oh,
And that doesn't bother you? Of course, this is the first time I've heard it. And besides, I've no intention of complying with their demands.
Especially since I'll be doing the preaching now.
Oh.
Wouldn't want to miss that.
Uh-huh. Oh. Mosley. Lord.
oh, here we go.
Something feels wrong. I think something feels different from before. Here, help me get surgery.
And away we go.
Mosley said that he's feeling guilty about what happened with us with the Browns.
Aye, you would.
Why? Not his fault.
It makes no difference.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
If Mosley should die, I missed you.
come to the child, you think he'll not blame himself? You think I didn't curse myself every day for what happened to you?
There's nothing either of you could have done to prevent it.
Don't try for logic, girl. There's no place for logic in that situation.
We may end up regretting this too.
I'll have Roger fridge him.
Bree, I've got Malva. Malva, thank you for
Mm.
coming.
All the help they can get.
Interested in helping me.
Fergus. You'll regret it if you're not there. Trust me. Maybe not today, but there'll come a time where you'll look at your child and you'll never forgive yourself if you're not with Marsley on this blessed day. No.
Roger knows.
Leave me alone now. It's too late.
Bloody hell, Fergus. Your wife is in harm's way. I don't know what it is that has you in this state, but it doesn't matter. Marcelly needs you now.
His beard.
So till tonight, pull yourself together and be the man that Marcelly thinks you are, the man that you promised her you'd be. Even if you have to pretend. Maybe when you see her, you won't have to.
Damn right, Roger.
Just give some time for the laminaria to do its work. Thank you, Malva. I'll make some tea.
Malva's she's like she has like such a girl crush on Claire.
Oliver, I'm here. How are you?
I don't know. The baby needs to come quickly. Help me. I'll share.
I'm here.
Oh, this hot mess of a man.
Oh.
In the brothel, if he had a difficulty, another would do such service for her. I've done it before. It helps. When Joan came.
I think I'll give you both some privacy.
All right, you two. Claire's like, I'm out. Okay.
I think I'm gonna die.
Always think you'll die. All women think it.
Fine. That's because I've been really hard.
Good point.
But not you. I'll not let you go.
Oh, my babies. Okay, don't get started on another one already. The first one hasn't come out yet. Oh, these two.
You sure the lass is safe in there with him?
Quite sure.
I didn't again a man could have so much to do with this part.
Well,
Well, that's what the wee bugger's up to, then we'll go for a walk. Some post needs sorting.
Oh my god.
when you love someone, you want to give them pleasure. And they want to do the same for you. And many women, they enjoy it.
Oh, this reminds me of season 2, Sex Ed with Louise and Claire and little Mary Hopkins.
United States of America.
United. And the Indians will be a part of this nation.
Well,
white people will tell them that they are. But no. No, not really. They'll be forced to live in places far away from their ancestral homes.
But why? The Cherokee are strong.
Because
That's
racist
right.
assholes.
Settlers have been coming and will continue to come from all over the world. They'll take what they want, and the Indians will suffer because
Aren't you glad you asked?
hey, you apologize. Not too hard. The head's rather large. So
She's like, really, I haven't noticed. We have baby. Oh yeah, right.
Fergus. What did he say? No, what does that mean?
Oh.
He's a dwarf. He's perfectly healthy.
I hated this storyline in the book so much. I really hope they don't go this way, that same way in the show. I really, really don't.
He's beautiful.
They did a good job with the baby. Like, is it an actual dwarf baby? No, it looked more like it a second ago.
Aiden, would you like to see a marvel? A trick of sorts.
Aye.
Watch the stick very closely.
How did you do that? It's a miracle.
It's not a miracle, lad. It's science. My wife made it. She's a genius.
Oh, he getting the good loving tonight. They're gonna be baby making tonight. I love their house so much.
Be safe, Kezzy. Hurry back.
I mean, you're listening, is it?
A wee bit, perhaps. Do not let that go to your head. I'll try and keep your brother out of trouble.
I hope you have not the talkative one.
Oh, Joe and Kezzy, Lizzie. Oi. Oi, oi. Oh. So,
Guard,
about what you asked me for.
most welcome. I'm glad of it.
Brianna told me of the injustices the Indians will face. If that is their fate, then they deserve every chance to protect themselves. And if you will only help them, then I will.
Where do you expect to find guns for them? How will you pay for them?
Then I can. I'll find a way.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Girl.
Take that look off your face.
He can still slap you with the other one.
Christie. What brings you here?
My hand is worse. It's preventing me from.
Beating my children.
I have considered the matter, prayed upon it. I understand
and
now.
God said, go fix your hand so you can beat your daughter. Oh my God. Listen, I'm a Catholic,
Well, who am I to stand in the way of the Almighty's plan?
but these fanatics
If I told
just...
you before, you left that left hand, you were probably first. Let's come back then.
Yes, you'll have to wait to beat your child. No beating today.
He fights for them because they are his family. His allegiance is to them. And my allegiance is to him.
I think it's the right thing to do.
I was probably thinking like, I thought that was the right decision all along, but I was gonna let you take that little trip to come to it yourself.
Come with me.
Here goes nothing. Bang. Oh God damn it! Oh my God. So pretty much another episode that made me cry. Oy, and like just all the beats from like the book are like the books are like perfection. Just perfection. Started off with that lovely little humorous bit with Jamie and Ian and the two native ladies. It was a nice bit of humor, much needed for the emotions that was going to happen in this episode. Oh, Fergus. He just, I can't. They hurt my heart, firstly. Fergus and Marcelly. They hurt my heart, and they make it fly, because I love them so much. And it's like, this is just, I love seeing like genuine sort of conflict in a marriage, where like so many shows, they think that the only way to show conflict with a couple is to have like one of them cheat on them, or you know, like they don't, or some like stupid third person like bring in like make it a triangle, and like that's like the only way that they know how to create conflict for a couple. Soap operas and Julie Plec, I'm looking at you. And it's just so nice to see a marriage that you love the couple so much, but it's not perfect. And it's not perfect for genuine reasons. And it's sort of like, even Jamie and Claire. Claire's having her little issue with the ether, but that hasn't really come to like the forefront yet, like between Jamie and Claire. So I can't say like what's gonna happen there, because I'm 99.9% sure that that didn't happen in the books. This was a new sort of development that the show decided to go through, but in my opinion still makes sense. Roger's first funeral. Again, that was another bit of humor. It needed it. This episode definitely needed every like little bit of humor they could squeeze in there. amid the drama and emotion. I knew that like young Ian and Jamie, this was gonna cause like a little bit of friction between them, but I'm glad that like Jamie sort of came around to young Ian's way of thinking, and we got that little glimpse of young Ian's history with the mohawk when he mentioned his little baby. I don't think they mentioned what it was, so I don't think I'm going to say anything. So definitely want to see more of that because I know young Ian's story and it's just heartbreaking. Such a good episode. So good. Yeah, just made me cry. Made me cry all the time. Malva is just like the way she looks at Claire is like she's totally in love with her. And you see, like, even without me saying anything, because I know what happens again, like with Christie's and in the books. Y'all didn't miss that look that she gave her father, right? After that, like, he couldn't beat her. You didn't miss. You caught that, right? I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that to you, TV show viewers, to dissect. But oh, so good how they're setting that up. I love it. The actress who plays Malva is perfection. Again, she reminds me of Laura Donnelly, who played Jenny. Brianna. So Brianna and Roger are trying to have a baby, another baby. And she's, like doing her thing and turning more towards the little bit of like the engineering path that she goes on, and really enjoying that. Henri Christian, we shall see. I'm hopeful that the show will not take the route that the books did. I'm hopeful, and I'm just really looking forward to where the show goes with it, because where the book went with it was not okay. And I loved that little moment of Fergus coming to help Marceline and helping Marceline. I don't remember if that was in the books, but it was hella interesting. And how did they film that? Like, that was her boob, right? That was his mouth. Lauren? Cesar? I have questions. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this week's episode, this week's video. Totally loved this episode. I think I'm just going to cry every episode this season. I think that's what's going to happen. Because, yeah, I cried in 1, I'm crying in 2. I've seen, like, little bits here and there, pictures and stuff of, like, stuff that's coming up that I know is going to make me cry. That I'm just not ready for, and, like, I'm, I try not to, like, spoil myself for stuff, but, again, personal responsibility. Staying off the internet is not a option for me, as a published author. Yeah, so that's going to be it for this week's video. Make sure that you are subscribed here on my regular channel so you can get the preview clip with the link to where you can watch the video when it goes up. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when the video goes up. Follow me on my reaction channel so you can watch the heavily edited YouTube version. And come over and support me on Patreon. So you can watch the full unedited sit with me and enjoy the episode version at patreon.com/author Ejamie watches. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will talk to you next time. Y'all, he was sucking on that boob, and apparently doing other things, getting ready for baby number like 17 after this one popped out. He wasn't even waiting. He was just like going to town. Oh, Fergus, how I love you.